ultimately you have to understand that if people tell you you are bad, you don't become bad. And if people tell you you are very good, you don't become very good. You are what you are. I'm more like a window shopper now. Like I don't shop much because my wardrobes are filled with clothes. So whenever I go out and I really find a good piece, I pick it up. And whenever I find something good, which I already have, I click a picture and then I tell everybody, please can you find me this piece? I have it in my cupboard because I have so many cupboards and so many saris all around that I really need to find where the sari is. Having a very busy husband, and I'm very proud of him that he's achieved so much. People look up to him so much. Everybody can't be what Saurav is today. So I'm very happy what he is today, what he's achieved today, or what he's giving back to society.
Welcome to Indulge. In today's episode of Indulge podcast, we will be speaking with dancer Dona Ganguly on her next presentation, Tagore's Shama. We will speak with her and we'll take you through how she is prepped up for Shama and her journey. Hello Donadi, welcome to Indulge. So you'll be staging Shama end of this month. So why did you choose Shama to be, your next upcoming production?
Actually, we are Odissi dancers and we don't do much of Kobi Guru. But since I'm from Bengal, there is a want to do that. And it so happened that after Sana went to London, we met Dr. Ananda Gupta, and he is the head of Dakshinayan, which is Dokkhini in UK actually. So after we've met him, every year it so happened that we are going on. One of our productions is a Robindra Sangeet, is a Robindranath dance drama, I mean to say. So and in this last few years, we've done Mayar Khala, we've done Tashe Desh, and now this year he's asked us to do Shama, so we are doing Shama.
So how do you resonate with Shama?
I think that's one of the proper dance dramas that Rabindranath Tagore has written. It's like it's the real, and it's got a lot of variety inside it.
A lot of elements.
Yes. And there's a lot of ways, a lot of into it, like a lot of into the characters, and there's a lot of scope of abhinaya, there's a lot of scope of creating a lot of scenes. Like what we are going to create now, I have a different vision of creating those scenes again in a different way. So whatever we can do, like we were planning to do Shama during this January, February, but it never happened because of few things, so we are doing it now, Kobi Pokke. But I wouldn't mind doing it again in a different way. And there are many ways you can think about Shama, and you can do it Shama in different styles, different ways. So we are experimenting one now, and then we will see how we will go ahead with it. Because of course, once we do one thing, we don't stick to that. We keep on improving the productions, and we keep on doing it at different places, for different venues, with different amount of people. So there's a lot of scope.
So now the rehearsals are on. Also, I think the regular classes are on.
Yeah, the regular rehearsals are on, classes are on. So we are at the midst of a lot of things. Plus, we have a lot of shows also. And this year, we've been doing a lot of shows in the temples. We went to Konarak Festival this year. We went for Mahakumbh. We danced there. Now we inaugurated the Jagannath temple. So I think this year has been a blessing for us. So we are very happy.
How did it feel to perform at Jagannath temple?
Wonderful, actually. Like whenever you perform for a temple, and these are feelings that you can't express. It was scorching hot. It was 2:30 in the afternoon, and people couldn't really step into the courtyard because it was very hot. But I don't know, we didn't feel that heat. Like maybe because of it was hot. We were sweating, but somehow because of it was Jagannath, we did not feel the heat, and we could dance there, and we did what we had to do.
It was a big
troupe, and it was a big troupe of 30 dancers, and everybody danced very well, I think. Then on the top camera, whatever it's called, the drone camera caught us very well. It was looking very synchronized, and it was looking very nice. At least I'm happy with the performance. I think it was a good performance.
So since you travel internationally, you have been to so many places, do you feel that like outside India, Indian dance form or Indian dance is have become very synonymous to Bollywood dance?
Indian classical dance, I think there is loads of Indians who go and study abroad.
Right.
So and when they're in India, they've learned something or the other. So now when I go to London and stay with my daughter and all, there is no less, classical dancers.
Okay.
There are loads of classical dancers. They may not have gone
No,
to
so
a set.
I'm talking about the foreigners or foreign nationals.
Foreign nationals, yeah, they do get attracted. There are many people who come to India, they learn and they get attracted to it as well. But also the Indians that go abroad and they settle down, I'm sure many foreigners do get attracted to them. That's the reason why all of our pioneers like, Ravi Shankar ji, Zakir Hussain ji, all of them had settled abroad.
Right.
So if they wouldn't have found enough students, why would they go and settle abroad?
Of course.
So I'm sure they have enough students abroad. That's why they haven't settled in India. They used to only
Right.
come back to India for shows, but basically they were staying abroad. That means, and the regular schools are abroad, all in San Francisco and Los Angeles. So I'm sure they have loads of students there. That's the
Yeah.
reason why they settled there.
So when you are not dancing or not, traveling to London or being with Sana, what do you do usually? How do you spend your
That's
time?
very less. That's very less. I spend my time with my another daughter, Sugar, and just lazing around. I don't mind sitting in the couch and watching a movie or sitting in the
Okay.
couch doing something, but
Right.
that's very rare. I'm always preoccupied with something or the other, or I'm always doing something or the other because, like my husband is busy and he has a busy schedule. So it's always that I'm not doing something to do something. It's always that way. It's never that I'm not doing anything.
Right.
And moreover, like in a day, you have to go for walks, you have to, go to the
Yes.
gym,
Yeah.
you have to give time to yourself. All that is there.
And how difficult it is to be a celeb wife. How do you handle the trolls that's everywhere nowadays on social media?
I just ignore it. I don't.
Okay.
I don't get into much of it.
Okay. And
Because ultimately, you have to understand that if people tell you you are bad, you don't become bad. And if people tell you you are very good, you don't become very good. You are what you are. And you're born with that, and your ethics are that. So, whatever people think about you, it's what they think about you. You should be happy with what you're doing. As long as like, I should be satisfied with my own self, like Shama. I should be, if I'm guilty with something, I know I'm guilty with that. But if I'm not guilty with something, why should I care as to what people are telling me? Because I am clear in my part. So it's their problem if they are thinking something bad about me. It's not my problem. So
so, like, you're
I'm cool.
happy being a
yeah, I'm happy being who I am. Yes.
celebrity's wife.
Yes, I'm happy
having
being
a very busy husband.
yeah, having a very busy husband, and I'm very proud of him that he's achieved so much. People
Yes,
look
of
up to
course.
him so much. Everybody can't be what Saurav is today. So I'm
True.
very happy what he is today, what he's achieved today, or what he's giving back to society, because he is somebody who can actually inspire a lot of people, give back a lot to society, and there are a lot of things that I have also learned from him. So,
So in his entire career, what's that one favorite moment of yours? Like
maybe his
whe-
century at Lords, which changed our life. Yeah,
Yes.
because if it was not for the century, he wouldn't have made it uh, to the international cricket
Right,
and
right.
wouldn't have been what he is today. So maybe
Right.
that the first century was very important, and that needs, like, because of that everything has changed. Like, people know what a cricketer he is and what he is, and everything after that, of course. Yes.
Yes. Okay. And also, I would like to ask you, when you are not performing, we always see you in very simple attires, very pastel shades, be it salwar suit or saris.
I like, no, not really. My favorite attire is black, so I'm
Oh,
always
okay.
in.
Yes, you.
Yeah,
you are
I like
actually
wearing
in-
black a lot
blacks,
because
yes. With some borders.
yeah, with some borders, because then you don't have to dress up that much, because
Right.
black is a color that if you just wear this thing, and because of my dance programs, and we have 3 4 in a month, so, and because of the dance program, we have to actually dress up from head to toe.
Right.
You're putting nail polish, you're putting
Right, everything.
makeup, you are dressing up, you are putting alta, you're putting everything. So because of that, I feel other days, let me be normal, like, not so much of makeup
Right.
and not much of it. So
Right.
I like
In
being
saris,
simple.
you are in very simple
Yeah,
saris.
saris, and in this hot weather, of course, something light is always good. Like, so that is the thing.
Which is the favorite piece from your wardrobe?
Oh, I have many. I have many actually. So, but I'm more like a window shopper now. Like I
Okay.
don't shop much because my wardrobes are filled with clothes. So whenever I go out and I really find a good piece, I pick it up. And whenever I find something good which I already have, I click a picture and then I tell everybody, please can you find me this piece? I have it in my cupboard because I have so many cupboards and so many saris all around that I really need to
Okay.
find where the sari is.
Okay.
So that is another thing. So then they find me the saris. So
Okay. And how do you do, like, you maintain yourself, your hair,
I go for
skin?
I go for my walks, and after every show I try and go for a deep cleansing because I do cleanse myself as well, but it doesn't happen the way they do it in the parlors. So of course I do cleanse myself, and of course massage is a very important part because without massage it's
Right.
difficult to move around.
Do with the muscle soreness.
Yeah, with the muscle soreness, yes, exactly. And I need it every Monday because after Saturday, Sunday classes, I get very
Right.
tired.
Right.
So that's another thing. You need to do pedicure, manicure from time to time, otherwise, nails are a problem as well.
Right.
So all this. So whenever I get time, I do it. It's
Like the
not that I'm
basics
a,
that you
yeah,
need to
basics,
do
yeah.
to look presentable.
Yeah, of course. You need to look presentable. You need to feel presentable also. You need to
Right.
feel that and once you
You
go
need to
for
feel
all
good.
this, yeah, you need to feel good. And when
Right.
once you've gone for a scrub or a massage and you come out of it,
Yes.
you feel fresh and
Fresh,
nice.
exactly.
Yes. So you do it for yourself. Like,
Right.
more than anybody, you do it for yourself to feel happy that I've done something, like, and your hair feels nice after a hair spa. But once you've blow dried your hair, you
Yes.
feel okay. You feel more confident about
Right.
yourself. Okay, my hair is good. So all that is
I
there.
think hair plays a very important part in the
Exactly,
entire look.
exactly. If your hair is kept well and it's done properly and whatever, then doesn't matter what you wear, you feel presentable. So it's also up to you, like what you want. But I'm not very fond of heavy makeup and things like that. So I like keeping it light.
So, as a dancer, do you use or do you like any particular type of Ayurvedic treatment or massage that you take usually, like every 6 months or a year?
Not really. I plan to go to the south and take those um, spend, like I've heard many people go there, spend 15 days and
Yes,
come back.
yes, yes.
So I want to,
Those
but
wellness resorts.
wellness resorts. I want to, but I have not yet tried. But of course, with age, I'm sure I'll be trying one of those. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So recently, a lot of changes also happening in your family. So how well do you bond with your new sister-in-law?
She was always a friend and she's still a friend, and it's good. With our very busy schedule, it's very difficult to
Right.
meet up or get, but whenever I see her on a family gatherings, we are just fine. Like we go gel very well.
So any plans? Do you force Sana to get married or something like that?
No, when Sana finds the correct match, Sana will get married. There is no force from my side. And when Saurav talks to Sana about getting married, Sana will say, please look up. Look. Saurav says, should I look for a boy for you? So Sana will jokingly say, yes, please do just now because ছেলেটাকে তো আমি দেখবো, I will roam around, I'll talk to the ছেলে for 2-3 years. So that is another, and then I'll decide whether I'll get married. So
Right.
it's another 5-year plan.
Five-year
So
process.
please find me a son, like a
Person
like a
right now.
person just now. So then Saurav also knows she's joking, and like we also know. So it ends there.
So London is, I think, both now Sana's favorite and also Dada's favorite.
Dada's the favorite tha, isliye Sana, got attracted to it and went to
Right.
London and is studying there, and she's enjoying her time
Which is
there.
your
so
favorite place?
I don't mind. I love Calcutta also because here we have so many people doing all the housework for me. There I go, I have to, and Sana likes home food. So though I'm not a good cook, I need to cook for her. I need to figure out what I can make there. So, but I like London. Weather is also fine, and I don't complain because I stay there with my daughter. So it's not bad. So it's nice, and I like Calcutta as well because my parents are here. My mother-in-law is here.
Right.
So and they are very comfortable when I'm in Calcutta because they feel I am here. So if something happens to them, I'll take care. So they can't say anything because Sana is alone there. They
Right.
know that I need to go and spend time there with Sana, but they are very happy when I'm back. Like
That's a huge
So,
support.
yeah, that's a huge support because Saurav is busy. So
Right.
they all look up to me. So
Right.
and I'm very happy with them because I get very well pampered in Calcutta. My mother-in-law, my father, mother here. So I'm happy here also. So I don't have a preference. And there I'm happy with Sana because my life is to revolve around Sana. When she was in school, like, taking her to school. Then, I used to come and do my Riyadh gym,
Yes,
everything. Then
yes.
once the school used to get over, I used to go pick her up, take her for tuitions, get food for her, whether home cooked or from outside, get food for her, drop her to tuitions, then roam around, come back, maybe sleep with her in the evening, make her study or do my research. So
That's
there
like
was
a
this-
full-time job.
It was a full-time job, and it went
And a
on
fixed
for
schedule
yeah,
that you
it
have
went
to
on for
follow.
14 years almost, because 11, 12,
Right.
10 years of school, and then nursery, KG, and all that also.
Right,
So it
right.
went on for 12 years. So after that, getting out of that schedule took me a lot of time. But
Yes.
now I feel more relaxed. I have a lot of time. Like that everyday schedule. So pehle my life was very hectic. With that schedule, Saturday, Sunday class. Then go back to that schedule again, and in between, go with sort of somewhere or the other.
Right.
So it was very hectic. Now my schedule has become very less, because that main portion is not there.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
May school jabe, my daughter's going to go to school, then tuitions, then tomorrow is an exam. This that is not there
And
anymore.
constantly thinking about her.
Yeah,
that she'll
constantly
do it
thinking, and
right.
I was quite a hands-on mothering. I used to study with her till ICSE. I studied with her.
Oh, nice.
Then, like I was from a science background, so Sana said, "I'm not going to take science, or I'm not." And history, geography, there everybody can make
Uh-huh.
study. So I said, she said, I'm not going to go to arts. I'm not going to take science. So she took economics and accounts and all that, so that I can't teach her, because I won't know anything of economics. I don't know anything of accounts. So she took those subjects, so that I don't know anything. The only common
Right.
subject was maths. I've done my
Maths,
maths
yeah.
honors, and she took maths. That was the only common subject. But otherwise, she took a subject that, I could not understand what she's studying. So she's like she's quite naughty. But she's a nice girl. Yeah. It's not because of that her grades fell because of that, but she kept her studies well. Though I was not making her study, but her grades were better actually. So I can't complain.
Cool. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, and all
Thank
the
you.
very best for Shama and then your upcoming
Thank you.
programs. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.